Boy Micro. Now sadly going from this to this was actually a downgrade. First reason is because they removed backwards compatibility. The Game Boy Micro is not compatible with Game Boy games. The second reason is that holding the Game Boy Micro is not nearly as comfortable as holding the Game Boy Advance SP. Third reason is because of the micro's size, the screen is just too small to really enjoy the games. The sales of this device really shows that the audience did not like it. Nintendo only sold about 2 million of these, and they sold like over 40 million Game Boy Advance SPs. Still, it's a cool piece to have in your collection, and because Nintendo didn't sell many of these, they are kind of rare, and they go for over $100 if you want to buy one. 7 years after Game Boy was released, we got a huge upgrade! Here's what the Game Boy Pocket fixed over the original. Instead of needing 4 AA batteries, the Pocket only needs 2 of the smaller AAA. The Pocket gave us a slightly larger and clearer screen, but the best thing of all was a much slimmer and lighter profile. Interesting Game Boy facts. One survived the bomb blast in the Gulf War and still works today. It was the first video game played in space. It can take selfies and even print them out. It later came in different colors and had 2 design revisions. But did you know it's not actually Nintendo's first handheld? Interesting Game Boy facts. One survived the bomb blast in the Gulf War and still works today. It was the first video game played. School started! Why is the door locked? No one's here. You're skipping school? Sorry, but this game is really good. Welcome to the game store. I'm ready to upgrade to the new Game Boy Advance. I'll give you 20 for the Game Boy, but don't trade in those games. What am I going to do with them? I'm getting the new system. I have some great news. The older games plug into the top, and look, the GBA can play Game Boy games too. This is the best day of my life. You probably didn't know this about Tetris. This music is based off this song from 1861. You probably didn't know this about. See if I can make my Game Boy Color look as cool as that. So I have that same accessory right here that goes over the buttons. I don't have that grip for the back of it, but I do have a light that goes up top right here. And then this plugs into the side. Game Genie I have. Let's plug that up top here. And then the game goes in there, of course. That goes backwards like this. And what is that? Oh, is that for the battery? Yes, I have the battery pack as well. That plugs in the bottom right here. Now let's turn it on and see how it looks. Almost as good. Oh, it's like an attachment for the buttons. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's pretty cool. Putting some fresh batteries in there. Well, it's like a whole controller grip. I got something similar to that. So mine's a battery, it goes in the back. And then it goes, this thing plugs in the bottom to extend the battery life on your Game Boy Color. Oh, do you have the worm light? You know how it's kind of hard to see these at night or like in dark rooms? Plug this in. Turn it on. You just have the magnifying glass too?